A nice morning out there. The good news, not as much rain around to start off our day. Hey, time now for our South Texas Gardener segment. We're joined by Gabriel Vega of Botanico Indoor Gardening Store, who's here to talk more about how to manage your plants that might be suffering just a little bit.
Yeah.
And from overwatering with all the recent rainfall.
Overwatering, you know, if you're dealing with some container plants, you have them sitting outside on the patio or on a balcony, overwatering might be an issue. I know it was a problem for me. I had some propagating in the back that I had neglected. And when I came back out to it, my whole propagation tray was over flooded, so so oxygen levels were depleted. I started to have root rot issues, and anyway, this is some of the things that are typical found in container gardens, and particularly if you haven't done a transplant, a lot of those roots can start to bind up the drainage holes, so you don't get a lot of drainage happening. So I mean, real simple things to mitigate these issues or to identify the problem. One, it looks a lot like the same issues that you'll come into contact with look a lot like when a plant has not too much water. So we're talking about wilted leaves, yellowing of the lower underleaf, and eventually you'll have dampening off at the stem, which will eventually lead to plant failure. But all these problems can be mitigated. You know, just if it's sitting in a saucer, drain away that water. That can become pathogenic. If you start to notice mold or algae starting to grow at the top.
Like little mushrooms, right?
Yes.
I've had that recently.
Yeah, and if you look here on one of our containers, you can barely kind of make out. We actually have some algae growth growing here, and that's an indication that this is overwatered. This one does not, but that's because this is an organic media. This is a neutral media. So basically, this has organic material that has gone anaerobic, and they've got minerals. So with water and excess light, you'll have that development of algae. Root rot issues, like this one's not so bad, but we'll take a look at this one here. That one, you can start to see some of the roots are starting to turn brown. That right there, if I didn't mitigate it, those will eventually start to rot off and become pathogenic over time and eventually kill the plant.
So we need oxygen. What else did you bring with us here?
These are some things that can help, I guess, nourish your plant back to health. You have some options. Basically, retreating the soil with organisms that'll eat decaying plant material. Like HydroGuard, which has a Bacillus subtilis. They basically eat away those organic materials and reintroduce them as a simple carbohydrate to your plant. So it's really interesting how to do that. If the pathogenic has gone, too far bad, you might want to use a hydrogen peroxide at the root zone. Got it.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. And we want to remind you about a few farmers markets that are going on around town. The Southside Farmers Market runs from 9 until noon today at 5800 Everhart, and there's also a downtown farmers market every Wednesday at La Retama Park. Thank you so much, Gabriel, for being here. We appreciate that. All right. And we will have more local news and weather right after this.